Hi Cancer, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. So this is the special eclipse week reading for all zodiac signs. We're going to do this in two ways. We are doing the perfect astrology, so I will show you the astrological chart for the actual eclipse itself on the 14th, and then we'll do some oracle and some tarot to assist. The purpose of this is to make sure that you understand and have a couple of different ways of tapping into the eclipse energy, which is going to help you release energies that are no longer in your highest and best good, what spirit is currently assisting you with, and how you can tap into those energies a little bit differently. And then also some special energies designed around some new things that are coming that you might not have in your awareness. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the chart up and we'll get started. Okay, my friends. So here we have Cancer hanging out in the 7th house. So 7th house energy, my friends, has everything to do with relationships. So part of the energy that is going to be triggering for you, whether your sun, your moon, or your rising, but we're putting a lot of emphasis on the rising sign. So please make sure that you look at each one of those different readings that are available to you to make sure that you're getting everything that it is that you need. But the 7th house is literally 100% to do with all things relationships. So your husband, your wife, whoever it is that you are living with, if you are partnering up with someone, marriages for sure. If you're not married, the status of the relationship has a lot to do with your business relationships, right? So you have to think about it in those terms. It has a lot to do with contracts. And so contracts can be personal contracts, business contracts, spiritual contracts. And when we think about relationships, we also are thinking about how you as an individual are interacting as someone to be related to. So in other words, your own sort of personal behaviors in those situations. So the main planet or body is this asteroid that's hanging out right here. And you'll see that we have a strong connection coming up into where Mercury is hanging out. So first, let's identify what this is. There's a lot that's actually going on here, but Vesta is the name of this little body right here. It kind of reminds me of a little coffee cup, but Vesta is involved in our spirituality. So part of the trigger or part of the activation that's going to be taking place has a lot to do with your own personal version of spirituality and, again, relationship with one's self. The other aspect that's going to be sort of coming in very heavy on that day is where we have Mercury hanging out in Libra, and Mercury is the chatty Cathy of communication. So I expect that a lot of Cancers, sun, moon, rising, are going to be activated in some level of communication with their own spiritual self. Now, when I say that, I mean your higher self, I mean your monadic self, all those things that have to do with your own personal spirit. Sorry, I've been talking a lot today. And I want to address also your opposing energy, which is out here in Capricornville. So your opposition or your planet that's in opposition or your sign is here in Capricorn. Now, on the 10th, the planet that's hanging out here in Capricorn is Pluto, responsible for shifts and change, death to the old, rebirth to the new. So when you don't have another main body, you always need to go to your opposition planet, as though that is what is across from you and triggering some different types of things. But let's talk about the main star of the show here, which is going to be Venus. Venus moves out of Leo and into Virgo effective the 8th of October, which is basically when you're going to be seeing this, or sometime directly thereafter. Then on the portal, the 1010 portal, we have this energy here, and this is going to start to be moving itself in its direct position. But Capricorn is mostly sitting here in the energy of the first, mostly second house. So there's going to be some evidence of triggering some things for you when it comes to first house of self, relationship self, and then also how it is that we are working within the energies of finance. Now, Venus obviously is going to be changing relationships and financial situations, because we do have Taurus as the lunar eclipse at the latter part of the month. And we'll do another special reading when it comes to that. But Mercury having this conversation with Libra is trying to bring in very swift balance. The swift balance is going to have something to do with relationships, and the relationship I feel really that's getting ready to take place for a lot of you is going to be in the energy of how you are conducting work. So that is the perfect astrology. That is a simple version that I can give you right here. Please make sure that you're continuing to watch the daily astrology so that we can target those things on a specific day-to-day basis for you. But that's what I have for you from the perfect astrology. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling your cards. Just a second. Okay, so I went ahead to save time and just pulled all of the cards for you here. The first card that we have from the Sacred Geometry is the Merkaba or Merkaba. So there is some need for some overall healing to take place in your energetic world. The Merkaba is responsible for your auric field and how you're traveling, how you're shielding yourself when it comes to other energies coming at you, so to speak. The dragon oracle that we have here is the Lilac Fire Dragon, which is asking you to sort of transmute any negativity and transmute that energy into more love. And the portal cards that we have are supporting that also with this yin yang, divine masculine and feminine. So if you are experiencing a personal relationship, you guys are going through some funky things right now. Universe is like, okay, we need to start to work on transmuting this a little bit differently. Now, the tarot cards that I have for you, the first energy that's going to be eclipsed is this Five of Swords. Now, it's in the reverse position, which is beautiful. Any backbiting, any negative self-talk, any barbs, any arguments, things of that nature, that's going by the wayside. Now, what Spirit is helping you with, if you allow them, is to get you out of this Five of Swords energy and more into the Six of Swords. But you need to jump on using this transmutation energy that is capable of stepping forward, because what you don't see coming is that if you do not, the stability of what's taking place within your home or your business is going to be affected. This is you as the Chariot stepping into that, stepping into your own awareness here. Saturn as another big planet coming in is going to be important. This is basically the World card in the reverse position. You need to pay attention. You're not quite done with whatever's going on in the status of a personal relationship, okay? And or you need to do a little bit more personal work with regards to a relationship that could be a little bit testy at this particular moment in time. So I pulled in with the intention of a numerology card to assist, but you got a whole kit and caboodle here. So the first one that I wanted to show you is spiritual partnership in the reverse position. That is a very interesting thing, because that's literally what your whole reading is talking about. There needs to be some additional development in that so that you can create a new way of looking at it. You or possibly someone you're dealing with has been very impatient with the status of your current relationship, and some of you are missing the fact that this is a lesson and that the teaching and the learning aspect of it, right? Divine masculine and feminine again is not harmonized at this moment. So again, we want those energies to be eclipsed out of our awareness so that we can be in a better position to move forward. And then the very last card that I have here is the fact that we do have, again, this Five of Swords energy. There's this defensive energy is what it is that you're leaving behind, but you do have guardian energy here, and you are being asked to defend your own personal energy fields. When I see this and this card together, it's like, ooh, some of you guys might need some auric protection. Some of you guys need to throw out your protections. You need to be doing maybe a better version of bubbling up. There's been a lot of water energy, and I can see that the water energy of these past couple of weeks has been very heavy, but this is sort of a heads up. Nothing negative. You should never take any of these things as negative. You need to interpret this based upon the other energies that you're looking at here. But if you do need a personal reading or a healing, another interpretation for your specific energies, Link above, description box below, so that you can book a personal reading with me. This is going to be very transformative for